Welcome back, everyone. Today we're stepping into the first letter of our ABCs of Home Ownership series. A is for access. And we're going to talk about it in a real human way, not the buzzword version, the why does the door feel so hard to open version. Because access is supposed to be simple. A home is supposed to be the front door to stability, dignity, and financial lift. But right now, for millions of Americans, that door isn't just closed, it feels bolted shut. So let's talk about why. Why is access so limited right now? First, let's call it what it is. The math is broken. We have home prices that sprinted ahead while wages jogged behind. Then, mortgage rates doubled, almost overnight, slashing buying power with the force of a sword. And even if someone can't qualify, good luck finding a home. We just don't have the inventory, especially not enough for a first-time buyer, a solo earner, or a young family. On top of that, big investors are out here buying starter homes like they're Pokemon cards, snatching up entire neighborhoods with cash offers that everyday families simply cannot compete with. And all the while, rent keeps rising. So the very people who need a way in can't save enough to get through the door. That's the landscape. Not hopeless, but undeniably hard. The biggest hurdles people are facing, let's break them down in plain language. Affordability is upside down. The monthly payment is just too high for too many. Starter homes have practically disappeared. They're unicorns now. Down payments feel impossible when rent eats up half of your paycheck, and student loans and medical debt are dragging down credit scores. The racial and generational wealth gaps, well, those didn't disappear. They're just showing up in who gets access and who doesn't. This isn't personal failure. This is a structural problem. So, how did we get here? This didn't happen in a year or two. This is the result of decisions and indecisions made over decades. We underbuilt homes for years after the Great Recession. Millions of units behind. Cities have fought density and growth. Land costs soared, labor shortages grew, regulations got heavier and harder. And when supply got tight, housing stopped being treated like shelter and started being treated like a stock, an asset class, a portfolio piece. None of this was done with evil intent. But the consequences, they're weighing heavily on the families trying to climb that first rung of the ladder. So what can actually fix access? And let me be clear, there are solutions. This is not a dead end, but it does require courage, clarity, and leadership. First things, zoning reform. We need more housing types: duplexes, triplexes, townhomes, accessory units. When you only allow big lot single family homes, you block entire generations from entry. 2, incentivize builders to build true entry-level homes. You can't just ask builders to build cheap. We don't want cheap, we want quality. But we need policy to make it possible. Number 3, down payment assistance that's real. Now, $3,000, that vanishes in front of a $400,000 listing. People need meaningful support, not just with their down payment, but all the way through the process. And let's shine a light on institutional investors. It's time to stop pretending a family and a hedge fund are equal bidders. They're not. Number 5, let's modernize our lending rules. Count rental history. Consider gig income. Today's economy isn't the 1990s. Underwriting shouldn't be either. Number 6, let's build near jobs, near transportation, near where people actually live life. Location shouldn't be a punishment. These are practical, doable, necessary pathways. And for buyers listening right now, here's what you can do. Because even when access is strained, it's not gone. Look into low down payment programs. They're better than you think. Consider condos, townhomes, or smaller markets as your starter investment. Strengthen your credit strategically. The score matters. And let's explore some co-buying or shared equity as stepping stones. And remember this, where you start is not where you stay, but you have to start. The heart of the matter, access to home ownership isn't just a financial privilege. It's emotional stability, generational confidence, and a sense of belonging. When access is limited, opportunity is limited. But when access expands, everything downstream expands with it. From local economies to community health to the strength of our nation. We're not stuck, but we are at an inflection point. And the decisions we make now in policy and leadership and how we tell the truth about this market will shape the next generation's reality. Access matters, and it's time we widen the doorway again.